Hello there YouTube and welcome to a brand new episode of Horror Favourites of the Decade. So, it's the first Friday of the month and, excuse me, a tickle there. Do excuse that, just like I said, a little tickle. So, as I said, this is Favourite of the Decade, and basically I'm reviewing a horror film which is one of my favourites of a particular decade. This month we're in the 1950s, and the horror that is my favourite of this decade in this one is 1954's The Creature from the Black Lagoon. So this is directed by Jack Arnold, and it stars Richard Carlson, Julia Adams, Richard Dennings, Antonio Moreno, Nestor Pava, Whit Bessel, Ben Chapman, and Rico Browning. And so this is basically a creature feature, a monster flick, where they go on an expedition down the Amazon, where they soon discover that it is the home to a creature known as the Gill Man, who is the creature from the Black Lagoon, and basically he's interested in our female lead, but he goes on to be a misunderstood creature like many of these monster flicks. So yeah, this is another Universal horror film, so yeah, last 3 episodes, it's like a hat trick there. But I do think that the 30s, the 40s and the 50s were the golden age of Universal horrors, and I think that The Creature from the Black Lagoon was probably one of the last memorable ones that they did. So what did I like about this? Well, I like the the Gill Man for starters. This creature, I believe, was designed by a woman. I can't remember her name now, but she didn't get the credit that she deserved for designing this monster, because a corporate or producer or something took the credit for it all. But of course, now in recent years, she's gone on to be respected for that design of the Gill Man. But yeah, I like how practical it looks. I mean, yeah, it's a guy in a costume, and it's not as good as it is like nowadays, where you can see more movement in the facial features. But it was probably good for its time, and I liked that. I even liked the scene where she's swimming under the water, well, swimming in the water, and we see the creature underneath. Now, this was a film that actually made me afraid of going in, like, not swimming pools, but like the sea and ponds and lakes, because I always thought, is there something underneath there that's evil? And also kind of made me scared of like sea monsters and stuff, this film. But since then I've grown desensitized to it, so I'm not as scared anymore. So yeah, I love the Gill Man. I love the effects. I believe it took 2 actors to play this creature, one on land and one when it was in the water, because they had to have like different suits and like a diver and what have you for the Gill Man. But I gotta say, those underwater shots are done really well, and I believe it was all done in like a big tank, and like I say, the whole thing was practical and everything, and because back then we didn't have the visuals that we have now, and it looked pretty cool. And I also like the scenery and the settings for this one. I believe they filmed in Florida or something for this one. But yeah, I just I very much enjoyed this one. It's about, I believe, 70-80 minutes long. It's not a long film, and yeah, I really love the effects on this. Now, of course, we got good performances from our human actors, including Julia Adams and also Richard Carlson. So yeah, I thought the film was, well, I guess the film is very tame by today's standards, but probably in 1954 this was considered quite a scary film. But looking at it now, even I don't find it scary anymore. I probably did when I was a little kid, and that's, like I said, what made me scared of water monsters. But No, I go on to enjoy this film, and it's a great one. And like I say, probably one of the last great monster movies before, from Universal to be remembered. I mean, the Gillman has gone up there as like one of the many Universal Monsters Hall of Fame. Like, he's up there with Frankenstein's monster, with Dracula, with the Wolfman, with the Invisible Man, with the Monster's Bride, with the Phantom of the Opera, and all that. So, yeah, that is why it's one of my favourites of the 1950s. Do I have anything to dislike about this? I can't think of anything negative to say. I mean, the cinematography was good. It was black and white, but it was that time, I guess, and they couldn't afford colour or something, or maybe they chose to do it in this. I'm not 100% on that. But it is a good one, so I will give this a 4.5 out of 5. So 4.5 out of 5 for The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, to wrap things up with our monthly shout-outs. This month's shout-out goes to Lunar Tales Carnival. This is hosted by Sierra Celine, or should I say Lunar Tales? I don't know, but at the time of the recording this video, it's a new channel she's launched, and it's just starting out. Go over to her channel, check it out. Be sure to tell her I sent you their way. Great person as well that I've known for many years in the horror community. So this channel, I believe tells tales and stuff and carnivals and clowns and what have you. So yeah, that's it for this one. So have you seen The Creature on the Black Lagoon? Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to check out our month's shout outs, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links, Twitter and Instagram, are linked down below, so be sure to check all that out. I've been Random Ross, and this has been Horror Favourite of the Decade, the 1950s. So until next time, don't have nightmares.